Hey people, how you doing? Can you see me? Can you hear me? My name is Maas. I'm a composer for trailer and production music, and today I'm gonna show you how to easily program trailer drums for trailers. So I hope you all do well and are healthy. You don't got too much corona issues going on in your city, your country. And if you got questions in between, just let me know. I try to answer them in the chat here. So I won't be able to answer in the chat with writing, but I'm gonna answer over the microphone if I can and have time, okay? So let's take a move. Aurelian Jobot, what is the music doing the waiting? Oh, it's a track of mine called, let me check, Chiaero. It's a new single I released a few weeks ago. It's called Chiaero. Hey Kartik. Great you're here. Great having you here, buddy. Sergio Pause. Hey. Thank you for being here. Really happy you joined the stream. So let me just check a little bit the setup. Can you hear sound? You hear drums, yeah? And the microphone quality is good? It's loud enough for you? Perfect, Kartik. Thank you. So Aurelian Jobot, the track in the break in between is called Chiaere. I'll just answer you that on Facebook, so you're gonna see it. One moment. It's called Chiaere. Just Google that on YouTube and you will find the new single I released a few weeks ago. Okay, people, so again, today I'm going to show you how to program trailer drums. So let's move to Cubase. Yeah, so you see in my Cubase file, I already prepared some channels here. So I got in here already hits. They are all muted, but we're gonna need them later. And I included some kind of risers and downers. So that's basically the sort of trailer music, having hits and having risers and downers in there are some basic instruments you need. And just let's dig a little bit the instruments. Sergio Pose, do you know Younger Bolt? Yeah, I know her. I worked many times with her. Hey Julian, great having you here. Okay, just let's check a little bit the drum kits I added here. So I got some kind of damage stuff in. I really like the plastic hit. Sounds a little bit like Blumenkub, you know? And then we got Damage Armageddon. It's stuff for beefy bass sounds. Yeah, perfect. I mean, Damage is pretty old already. I think it's, don't know, maybe 10 years old or maybe something about 10 or 15. Most people say, oh, you cannot use damage anymore, it's so old, everybody recognizes the song if you play damage in there. But it's not like that. It's just how you use your sounds. So they can be pretty old, you can have old sample libraries, but if you mix them to a certain sound, no one really gonna hear what it is, okay? So then we got some strike force tiny toms here. I use them for special close sounding samples, you know, just let it test a little bit. So yeah, they are mostly close mix. I prepped them to close mix setting. I can show it to you. We got here tiny toms and strike force, and you can level the mix here between the closed mic and the far mic. So we are now in the middle of close and far mic. That sounds less close at the moment. So let's put it up, then you can hear it much better. You see, it sounds now far way more, okay? So we got here microphones far and strike force close. In the knob in the middle is the level, the mix of both, okay? But I don't want to have any far mic here, so I totally take it out and do the mix to close. Okay, I got the close mix, something around 60%, and it sounds much closer right now. We gonna need it later for kind of making the track more room-like. So you hear sounds from drums more far away, other kits, and then you hear the strike force much more closer, so you get a kind of roomy ambience there. Okay, so if you got only samples in there that are far away, you never can get your track beefy, but everything sounds far away. So I hope that makes sense. And is it too dark here? Just let me know. Next time I'm gonna install some proper lighting. But I really like the light ambience of the Philips Hue lighting here. So it's kind of chilling. So my go-to drum kit for trailer drums, it's included into Hyper Tools number 3. And it's called Epic Boom Kit. You can read it here. And it works for everybody, for everything I use in trailer sounds, okay? So I use it almost all the time in every track because this drum kit stands out in the track. Not depending which genre you use, but you can use it in many stuff for like sound design, orchestral stuff. But I use that mostly for sound design. Just let it play a little bit. We got some kind of crash in there. I saved it mostly for the final climax always. It's like that. See, that's pretty beefy. And I still got no plugins on my master bus. I just can show it to you for a second. So we got here. See, I only got the Restream plugin here. That's that you can hear my stream out of Cubase into the stream. So it's like a streaming plugin. And to make everything beefer, but I'm just gonna record it first without a plugin. I use a certain plugin called Waves FX Vintage Overall Exciter. And I got a preset here, it's called Beefy Mix. It's already prepped in the plugin here, so it's not a preset of mine, but it really makes everything beefier, and I'm gonna show that later to you when I did some drum programming, okay? So I can hear the A version without a plugin and the B version later with the plugin, and it pushes it up around maybe 70%. Then I really like the Medusa drum kit. It's a kind of epic rock drum kit, but you can use it also for sound design and orchestral again. Let's stick a little bit. get some kind of loops in there. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Great having you here. I saw all your comments on YouTube. You're really crazy. Thank you. So, for example, if you want to use a hi-hat in a track, I really like the loops because they are more natural. So if you can use hi-hat loops, use it if it works in a track. Oh, people are always saying, oh, using loops is like cheating or something. But in my opinion, that's a little bit bullshit. Okay, I mean, they program loops to use it. So why shouldn't you use it? I mean, you shouldn't use that for sure solo like in a track, only loops without any programming of MIDI or kind of stuff. But you can use it for sure for maybe layering stuff. And I'm going to show that you a little bit later, how to layer into your MIDI programming some kind of loop there, just to make it maybe a little bit beefier and to make it sounding more natural maybe. Okay, because programming this kind of hi-hats, I mean, it's possible, but why should you do that if you got it already as a loop? Okay, so yeah, Ashley, you're welcome too. How you doing? You're coming from the US, yeah? So let's check. Yeah, so we used the Medusa drum kit. I just recently bought a plugin called PerkX. A friend of mine, Andreas Gajescu, recommended it to me. So I haven't dig deeper into it, but you got some loops in there and you can use it as a drum kit. So let's check that. Okay, no sound. Beefy stuff in there. Oh, from England. Nice. You're still in lockdown in England, yeah? Kind of lockdown, Ashley? Yeah, so people, so you can see on the right bottom here, you can use presets. So we got not wood stuff, okay? So let's look for maybe few hits and put it in there. Check it. Not bad. So, okay, we try to check that later a little bit more. Just let's put in here more, okay, whims maybe. Yeah, let's see if we're gonna use that later. I mean, I'm not really familiar with the programming stuff here, but you see, you can take it out, take in other stuff again. You see what we need to check. Then maybe, oh, it's at ease. Oh, okay, got it. So we still gonna use today some dark error stuff. It's a sample library from Eduardo Taglimonte. Let's see. I can put in something new here. Dark error, instruments, percussion, frame drum. Because this sounds are really, really organic. And I like the design. I really like the design of Eduardo Taglimonte. So let's check that. I used that stuff recently in a kind of Viking track. Actually, the shops and places are open. Oh, that's great to hear. So I can buy some stuff here. Okay, let's check the. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's check the heat checkers. Okay, I need tone. Yeah, I think we're gonna layer today some organic stuff like this one. With some hybrid stuff maybe. Yeah, like epic drum kit. Hey Digadi, thank you. How's it going, Buddha? And we got some shamanic drums. I really, really like those sounds. because it's so different to other plugins you can have in drum stuff, you know. So I haven't made a plan what to program today, what kind of trailer drums, but I think we're gonna maybe mix that a little bit with organic wicking stuff and hybrid. Ashley, you was born in Germany, so I can speak German. So yeah, I would say we start to program now some organic drums with dark error, because that's from what I got now some little bit, how can I say it in English? I'm always looking for the right words. Inspiration. So those samples give me some kind of inspiration. So I start with that because usually that's going then pretty good. Okay, start. I see you guys cannot see the chat. Oh yeah, I see Ashley. I only lived in Germany for years. Hardly know the language. Okay, but you know at least Sauerkraut und Bratkartoffel or something, or Bratwurst. Okay, so we go with 120 BPM, and just let's use some drums, some hits here, some trailer hits, or a few bars. Got a little bit like layer, and I'm gonna tell you why we do that later when you can hear some kind of drum programming. So let's go. So we got now one layer. That's for me now the bass layer. Okay, so we got a kind of error skin drum. It sounds pretty bassy. So let's quantize that. I mean, you don't need to do it if you can play it really in time and it sounds really human, you know. But I prefer in drumming really to have it quantized. I know most people gonna kill me now, but it's working, okay? And to record that without quantizing takes much longer for me right now. So we simply got a kind of bass layer here for bass drum. And just let's take hits there a little bit more in, because it should sound later like trailer music. So we need some trailer hits in there. Okay, let's check again. Actually, I didn't start it yet. Let's go for second layer, okay? So yeah, I just play that in between. You see, I haven't used the same pattern as I had in my bass layer. And that's the first tip I would give you. Just start with a simple bass sound, okay? So you got the bass already in there, just a simple one, because basses don't play really complicated, okay? Just start with one layer. That's how everybody is starting, and then just layer up different kind of stuff, okay? I haven't recorded that yet, but I'm gonna put it now in with MIDI retrospective recording. So that's a function in Cubase. So if I had a kind of inspiration here and played it and haven't recorded it, I can simply put it in by retrospective recording, and it's really helpful. Let's check that again. Thank you, Ashley. Happy you have a great time. You see, I simply copy paste right now because I want to use that not all the time in the track, but I need the bass right now to work with. Okay, so we got the bass layer, then we got some kind of mid drum, and then we're gonna add something in the high EQ range. You see, I use the drum instruments like I would think in different keys. So the bass drums are for me on the lower keys, like maybe C0, okay? Then we got mid EQ drums, that kind of shamanic stuff. So it's not so bassy, listen to it. Danzo Shimura, hi, wie geht's? So we got some kind of mid sound here, okay? And both are working really great together because you have bass range, you have mid range. Now we're gonna add a high layer and the high EQ range, okay? So kind of shaker. Will be a little bit hard to get it in time, but we do it, okay? And people, don't be shy, you can ask me any questions in the chat. That's not a problem. I can see it in my multi-stream here. And I got YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook in here. So I should be able to answer everything. Kartik CO3 is asking, did you have a preset BPM on mind or you prefer using default 120 to start with? Yeah, honestly, 99% of my tracks are recorded in 120 BPM. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit later because it has an advantage if you do everything almost in the same BPM. So I can use stuff out of old tracks, like maybe cool programmed shaker lines or maybe cool programmed drum lines in another track, but you just change it a little bit, okay? So if you got everything almost in the same BPM, you could stem it out and use it maybe later for something different in a different context. That doesn't mean stealing because it's from your own track. But surely you still need to mangle it a little bit, maybe with EQ, distortion, some kind of effects, not having exactly the same sound, especially not soloed as in another track. Okay. Autogame movie, hi, how's it going? Okay, let's put it in again with retrospective recording from Cubase. So I just played that while playing the sound. I haven't recorded it, and I can put it in with MIDI retrospective recording up there. You see it? I hope you can see it big enough because I'm streaming from a 4K picture screen. So we got no shaker, but we got two different kind of patterns, okay? Quantize that. No, it was a little bit too much. It's all eight notes. I was called in English Achtel notes. In Germany we say Achtelnoten. Also in English Achtel notes. It's 8, I think so. Autogame Movie. Der Stream ist in Englisch, aber ich kann auch ein bisschen für euch halt auf Deutsch da machen, wenn ihr soweit seid. So someone is asking if it's only in English or in German, so I can also speak a little bit German in between, but most of my people here are speaking English, so I would keep it mainly in English. Maybe we do something similarly in the future in German too, okay? So I'll just make it a little bit bigger for you. It should be more visible right now. Better, Ashley? Hey Mario Zafiro, how's it going? Yeah, so again, we have here a kind of bass layer. Then we got some mid-range skin drums here. Let's glue that together. I know I got everything in gray, but I don't color my tracks, okay? Because it sounds the same. Autogame Movies asking, do we make awesome music for others? Yeah, I'm mainly a trailer composer, so I work for the industry mostly. So I do music for cinema trailers and for television. So we got now let's say almost a full EQ range of kind of drums. Okay, we got basses, we got mid-range drums, and we got shakers. So think in your drum programming always like in an EQ range. You need basses in your sound, you need mid-range in your sound, you need high EQ range in your sound. Okay, and try to fill all those gaps with your drumming. Okay, so let's arrange a little bit. Yeah, so it's building right now. So people, the most of you who knows trailer music already pretty well knows trailer music is separated into parts. Okay, so trailer music is mainly intro, mid part, and final climax end part. Okay, and we're gonna arrange that right now like this. So we got here some kind of intro, then we got a middle part. I think it will be as long as this, and then we're gonna do an end part. You see it here. But with the final climax and really beefy high sounds and really loud, and really we try to make it epic. Okay, so this is a typical trailer arrangement. You got the intro, you know, the movie is introduced to the audience, someone is speaking about the history, you see something, what is happening, then break. Middle part, the history or the story of the movie is developing. Okay, so it gets more tense. It's much more going on. Maybe you can see already what is this movie about. Maybe think about Godzilla. Maybe you can see a shadow of Godzilla already. Then you got a break here. And then it goes into the intense and tension parts in the trailer where all the big action is happening and the people get teased. And we try to do it in this part here at the end. So, some questions. Autogame Movie. Mein Englisch ist schlecht, ja. Meins ist genauso schlecht. My English is almost bad as, who knows, okay? I call it German Dinglish, but the people knows what I mean, okay? My English is not the best though, but I try to get better. You see, we got an arrangement here, and we gonna fill that with some trailer stuff. So we need to build tension. I'll just make it a little bit smaller right now, so you can see the full arrangement, or maybe just let's put it up a little bit higher so we see that. So I just try really to explain from the beginning for the beginners. I know most of you know that already, but this is where the first break is coming. So we're gonna build some tension with the riser here, okay? And maybe even already with the downer to make some accents to this break. So this downer is doing a kind of accent on this break, okay? Let's check that maybe a few bars. Here we got the stutter one, but I want to have the normal one. Wait, got it. Let's check something. William Robert is writing, thanks. Yes, the quality is great. Thank you. But I don't got you in the chat, I think so. Okay, maybe the Facebook people I cannot see anymore in the chat, but let's check that. Okay, again, we create some kind of tension here with a riser and a drop down. We got a hits there. And this is the part where we start again. And we're gonna use some more hits in this part. I already arranged them into a proper grid here, so I don't need to move them. I just can unmute them if I need them, okay? So let's check. So intro is done, so we're gonna develop a little bit the middle part. So in the middle part is more going on, also in the trailer. So we're gonna program a little bit more drums in there. Let's check maybe with the plastic kit how it's sounding in there. I definitely need some kind of microphone arm here for the desk. But yeah, checking. Have used now damage. Just let's improvise a little bit. Okay, let's build now. Not sounding pretty good, but let's see how it's sounding when we quantize that. Because on this damage kit is a lot of round robin going on. So we need to check how this part is sounding then, okay? Maybe we can fix it with quantize option. Let's check that, how it's sounding now. Yeah, that's working. So we got already some close toms here from Strikeforce Tiny Toms, but we need to make it a little bit louder. Retrospective recording again. We quantize that. I think it's tripled notes here. Let's check that. Nope. 16th. So let's play that back again and I mix it a little bit louder in the mix. Oh, we got clipping already, but you shouldn't hear that. Okay, let's check that back. Sounded pretty good already. So we are beefing up the mix a little bit, but I do know some kind of panning. So we got tiny toms in a high EQ range, and I don't want to play them. I don't want to have them playing on the same spot as those damaged plastic kits. You see, we got tiny toms here. I put them a little bit to the left, and we got the plastic kit, and I put them a little bit on the right. So we don't face them on the same part, okay? So we got some kind of tiny drums on the left and some kind of plastic sticks on the right. Let's check that again. Maybe I put the mix a little bit more down and let's use a limiter. So if you can hear distortion or something, just let me know. We don't want to have that distorted the sound. And let's play that back again. Because that's a drum instrument at a high EQ range, I push a little bit higher EQ on this, and I do the same on the plastic one. You see, we did much right now, but you need to understand, you need to treat the drum instruments again like a usual instrument you have in your track, like maybe strings, brass. You don't have strings and brass on the same panning spot. You know, brass are usually on the right side, maybe 20% on the right. You got the staccato strings, especially from the violins, you got it on the left spot. Okay, left panning spot. So just treat your drum instruments the same, okay? So it's easier for you to keep a roomy mix, because if you get everything in the middle, it sounds like smashed together, okay? So we have done the damaged plastic kit to the right and the tiny toms, the close ones, like maybe frame drums, to the left, because they are in the same EQ range, almost. Just let's play them back. Tiny toms are also a little bit mid-range drums, but we want to have the EQ or the sound and the attack of the tiny toms a little bit more in the high EQ range, okay? So let's play that back again from the beginning. Again, we didn't program much right now, but it's working really, really good as it is, okay? Someone is now telling more about the history of the movie. You know, the movie is evolving, something is happening. We are creating some kind of tension right now. Sorry, I still had my monitors on, so maybe the sound was a little bit phasing. It's off right now. So, but because we want to have a little bit more tension at the end, we're going to use more trailer hits for that, okay? Let's check that back again. And because we got a break here, we're going to use again some kind of riser, some kind of downer. Just regular stuff right now, but we can replace it later with some other risers and downers. It's just to give the track really nice, how can I say, the trailer arrangement. Okay, let's check the second part again from here. If you got questions, just let me know, people. So we're gonna use one more. So we copy this line below and use a hit spot here. Now should come the part in a drum trailer track where all the big tension is going on, you know. Godzilla is fighting again, another monster. Everybody is shooting, the ships are shooting, the airplanes are shooting around, everything is exploding. We're gonna do that in the last part, but we're still gonna work a little bit in the middle part. So we just got a kind of base arrangement here, but we're gonna beef it up a little bit, okay? Maybe with the Medusa drum kit, should work really good. Just testing. Let's go with some toms. So sounds good. Okay, let's put it in again with retrospective recording with Cubase. I know, I'm not sure if Logic or other DAWs got this function, but I hope so, because it's so useful. I'm just strumming stuff I'm inspired right now, you know. I haven't made any plans or anything, so I just let it flow how I feel it sounds good. Okay. Surely you need some kind of feeling for drums, some kind of drums arrangements maybe, and it helps simply to listen to drum stuff, maybe on Spotify, on YouTube, anywhere. You know. Let's check that again and put it a little bit better in the mix. We got a Medusa drum kit. That's this one. Let's just play it back solo. Again, more mid-range. And again, I put it not in the middle because it's pretty mid-range-ish, okay? And we got in the mid-range already the Dark Era skin drum, this one. And it would overlap, okay? So we just do a proper panning for it. We have nothing yet on left 10, so we just do it maybe like this. We put this on L30. We put this on right 30, okay? Some good numbers. Then we put this on maybe L15. Let's play that back together. Mario TV is sounding trailish already. Thank you. He's asking, do you think it is worth taking time to blend hits from different lips to create a unique sound, or it is just fine to layer the hits from the same lead pitch? It depends what you want. But it really makes sense to layer different hits from different libraries because you got a unique sound then, okay? And maybe you got hits like I have right now from, let's say, from Keep Forest, and they are pretty recognizable. So if you got them in each track, the trailer cutter and your trailer library, we're gonna hear that, and it sounds all the time the same, like I got it right now, but it makes sense definitely to layer them with other hits. I can do that a little bit later to show it to you, but we are just building right now the bass arrangement, okay? So let's listen to the middle part, to the Medusa drum kit again. It's a usual drum kit, like a rock drum kit, but more mixed like an epic rock drum kit. You see, and we use right now the toms. I really like hard rock drum kit sounds and trailer stuff. Let's play that back. Okay, we got here some typical tripled hits at the end. Let's play that back. You hear that dum dum dum, so it's not on a one. That's typical trailerish, but it's just easy to do right now. We just do that to fill in some gaps, okay? You're welcome, Mario. You're welcome. Let's listen again to that. So let's work a little bit on the end part because we haven't done anything big here. Let's use some more hits. Part. And we still got place for hits on this spot. take it in, because simply at the end needs more to go on, you know. I still use the same hits here, but maybe I'm gonna layer some other hits in between to get a different sound than as Mario recommended. Okay, we got a nice line here of toms. We're gonna put it in also at the end, and you see from the arrangement, nothing big is going on in the beginning because we need place for the voice. Then something gets introduced in the middle part from the movie, like the storytelling is getting more. And on the end part, we're gonna do now full beefy drums and kind of stops and risers and other stuff, okay? So I know already we need some kind of riser here. So we put it in. Maybe we need some downers in between. So let's put them also in again. Check how it's sounding later. Just to have something new here. What means new? It's not really new, but yeah, it's in the arrangement, is it? Okay. We don't need it here, but we're gonna check how it's sounding later here. Okay, so we got toms. Then let's do a different kind of tiny toms line. Because otherwise it's just copy and paste. We don't want to have all the time copy and paste. Sounds really horrible in the mix, but you're gonna hear later that it's sounding good in the full mix when we're done, okay? So we got some toms here. Check, these are all 16 notes, yeah. Okay, and we're gonna change the arrangement here at the end. We don't gonna go again full, like maybe we don't need the shakers here. I hear right now that we need some kind of wiser-ish, trailer-ish, not wiser-ish, trailer-ish break here. So I take that out. So see, it's a lot about arrangement. And if you do that for a long time, you hear, before you do something, what you can do in this part. So we're gonna do a kind of break and maybe stutter riser here, part. Let's check how it's sounding. You see, we do a new arrangement at the end. We need a hit on this place. So let's copy that line again. So just that I got the same stuff like loudness, etc. going on here. So I copied it and move it to the place. Yeah, stutter's working, but it's not as good as working as I would like to have it. So I take the other riser as well in here. Not going good. Maybe we start a stutter riser a little bit before that part. Let it fade in. Much better. Because the stutter just starts a little bit after beat number 1. So we got it already in here. Okay. So we want to have more action at the end. Definitely. That's too small. We are old people, so we need to see it a little bit bigger. Okay, where is my boom kit? I got it. Now that's the big salt in my soup. You hear that? Mad Max is coming around the corner. Today I'm gonna show you some trailer drum programming. It's almost like a trailer voice. Just joking, okay? Let's look how it's sounding. Play through everything right now. Hey GW Composer, I showed you this one. It's the Hybrid Tools number 3 Epic Boom Kit. And it's huge. You could play it alone all the time. Let's check. You see, you don't need to make a lot to make it sound good. But this was horrible playing. So I hope I can fix that with quantizing. And let's put it in. Oh no. I just got the end line in here, okay. So I need to re-record that. Yeah, GW Composer. It's the, let me show you. You see? ADO Hybrid Tools number 3, Epic Boom Kit. So let's record that line. I even had to put on my screen again on top in between, so I wasn't able to properly record something. Let's make a better line right now. Yeah. GW Composer, you will never forget this drum kit, right? You're dreaming about them. I'm gonna start right now. 3, 2, 1. I don't like this in the middle, same pattern sound. So just let's record that separately. Let's quantize that again. We got mostly 8, but at the end we got triples. So we're gonna do some triple. Let's check that. We're gonna have the typical triple-ish trailer toms at the end. In between, let's check that again. Hey guys, and again, just ask me questions in between and try to answer them, okay? I got you here in my main chat, so I should be able to see Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Let's check how it's sounding. Maybe I still need to pan that a little bit better, because this kit is really beefy in its own sound. We got it here on BoomKit. Let's check. I don't think it fits here in this beginning part. So, but let's check again. I just need to replay that and check it. Vikings are coming to a nice place, having fun. Family is good. Everybody is happy. No monster there yet. Okay. The shadow is coming. You can smell fog. You can feel something is happening. You see? Okay. I want to have a accent on this point. I have here triple drums and I want to play them alone. Let's check how it's sounding. Because otherwise everything is overlapping. Yeah, better. You see, I simply rearranged by taking out some drums here. Simple but effective. Okay, it doesn't sound so beefy because we don't get this drum kit in here, but we need it. Because your ear is hearing that it's not as beefy as before, but I'm just gonna use the C2 bass drum from the BoomKit, not that second one here, okay? Yeah, GW composers, don't dream about it. You got it already on your Mac or PC, so work with it. So just let's play that back with and without those basses. And you're gonna hear the difference. So just let's put it in here. And I just need to check that you cannot see what is going on my right side of the screen because of my big picture here. But I hope it's okay so far, that you can see enough. I try to move it as best as possible. And I just want to have this part again quantized, not the others. So let's play it back without the bass drums. Now with the bass drums. You're gonna hear the difference. You hear it's bassy. And again, we got here triple drums with a BoomKit. And I think it's too much to play everything again, each drum kit together. So maybe we take out some other drums. Let's check how this is sounding. Yeah, we don't need shake added part. It sounds horrible. It's like a Viking is shaking around with his cocktail or something while the world is going down. You know, it's like, yeah, let's have some margaritas or something. Hey, Daniel Lippewold, thank you. Let's check that again. That is better, definitely. You see, I work a lot with tension building, and basically I let the tension build up and then let it fall down again. So your ear always hears something different, a different drum programming. You know, it's just horrible if you hear a pattern line all the same way through the track. Okay, it's just your ear gonna check that, and it sounds really, really boring to the people. Then it's like, oh yeah, he's copy paste, and it sounds simply not professional. So I try to invent in each part here something new, and even try to program maybe different kind of patterns. Okay, I don't need it all the time, so I get the shamanic drums and the seed shaker almost, and the bass drums the same. But yeah, just think about it. You don't want to eat all the time pasta, you know, and see maybe those 3 parts is kind of your food over your day. You know, this here is breakfast, the middle part is lunch, the end part is food at the evening with someone out. You want to have fun and you don't want to eat the same pasta or maybe toast you had at the morning. So just work on it and try to invent something new here, okay? Yeah, GW Composer, you have it already, come on. You get all the plugins in there. So let's check that. We don't get a plastic kit here, so maybe let's push that end starting part, I call it right now, a little bit more with some plastics. Yeah, that's working. Retrospective recording. Let's put it in. And guys, let me know, do you got something like retrospective recording in your DAW? Like in Logic or maybe Reaper or in another one? I don't know. FL Studio or something? Studio. So let's develop the track again a little bit. Horrible drum programming. Let's just put in those plastic kit for the end part here. I don't need to point with my finger because you can't see it. Or you can almost see it on my screen. You see it? It's curved. So it's not straight. It's like a curved screen. That screen, okay? But let's do it again. Thank you, Mario. Again, this is just a simple layer to fill it up in the background. You have something going on. Let's quantize it again. Wasn't straight enough. You're gonna do the 16th notes. You know, it might not sound really good right now, but when we beef the track up at the end with some other layers, maybe preamps, tonal pinks, alarm sounds, or maybe voices or something, it sounds good again. So I need to see it in a context, okay? We are still building the end part, so let's see how it's working then later. Okay, that's the place where we're gonna let the track end later on this part. So we got, let's check how many minutes, 1 minute 30 or something. Yeah, 1 minute 50. That's not bad for a drum truck. The drum truck, holy, a drum truck. Okay, never had a drum truck before. Okay, let's check that again. And let's beef up the end with the Epic Boom Kit again, okay? Because that will be heavy. You hear? Crash boomy kind of stuff. And we need to check that this is not clipping at the end. So I take the boom kit, just copy the MIDI, and just gonna use that as Epic Boom Kit crashes. Just to program the MIDI crashes in there so I can see it better later what's going on, okay? So let's play that from the half here again back. Let's do the end part a little bit later. Just let's put it in again with retrospective recording. It's putting now in what we have played here on this part. And we take that out. Gonna program it a little bit better. Let's check what we did. Let's see, maybe we can take out a little bit more here. We don't need everything playing. Let's check that again. I think we still can take out something here in this part. Yeah. We want to have the tripled again. You know, the typical triple drum kits, trailer drum kits. Like dun dun dun. Not dun dun, more dun dun dun. Yeah, you really know what I mean, yeah? I hope so. So I take here again something out. You see, you can fix so much simply with arranging and inventing new parts in a part. So, okay, I just want to have the Epic drum kits here playing triples alone. So let's take that out. Let's work here maybe to give a little bit more accent on this again with a downer and a hit. Let's see how this is sounding. Perfect. You see, we are creating parts and parts. We are now in the almost final climax here, and we take out some tension by taking everything out, excluding the ATO boom kit. We keep that in and creating some accents with a hit and a downer. Simply to, let me check how this word is called in English. Let me check. I think accent is really wrong. Yeah, to give that part like a small nuance. Yeah, like a small push here. Again, we want to create some tension because it's not so much going on here. We're going to use a riser again. Let's check that. just need to fix something. We have found out here some hit stuff and we want to have it as one hit and not cut it into something. Let's play that back again. Yeah, this almost final climax here, separated in different parts, is working pretty good alone. So let's just beef up the end for the final climax. So we got something like a bass arrangement, okay? But we still gonna put in some tonal FX, maybe like preamps and that kind of stuff and alarms. So let's check what we can do here. We play that back and record again some boom kits. With crashes. Took a listen, I played again in between. So I haven't used the same pattern as before. I played basically with the Epic Boom Kit stuff I haven't played before the notes, okay? And in the grid. So I played something in between just to fill gaps I don't have yet in my drum programming. So let's put it in again with a retrospective recording. Let's quantize that. Maybe it's again too less. Make that a little bit. That's too big. Okay. Hey Mario, Logic has a too retrospective recording. That's great. I didn't know that. I thought that Logic is a little bit limited, so I thought maybe it also has not that kind of retrospective recording, but that's good to know then. Okay, but because we want to have the end part a little bit more epic, we're gonna put in some 16 notes here. Boomy. I mean, it's not realistic, but it sounds good. So let's check that again. Okay. Let's do it proper quit. So we can see the break here in between. Okay, I got an idea for this part. Let's put in some 16 notes here. Could be this one. Yeah, nice. Just let's see what the limiter is saying. Okay. We don't want to have it crashed as much as possible here. So just let's turn this a little bit up and this part here a little bit down on the limiter. Yeah, sounds cleaner right now. Perfect. Okay, just let's play back the whole arrangement right now to get a proper picture of the complete track right now. And then we're gonna fill in again gaps to make it simply more epic, okay? So basically you saw it's a kind of layering. I just started with a bass drum and then I added new stuff to it, and just filled out gaps in different areas of panning. I used the Q. I haven't used any kind of plugin yet, only Reverb, Valhalla Shimmer. I'm gonna show it a little bit later to you. And when we do the final mix, I'm gonna use a plugin on the master bus called Overall Exciter from Waves. It just makes it even more beefier than it is right now. But just let's play it back, how it's sounding, and then we're gonna decide together where to fill some stuff in, okay? Just the bass arrangement right now. Great. I would say the bass arrangement is good already. It's not finished yet, but we got a really good bass arrangement working already, maybe good in the background of a trailer or something. But now we're gonna beef it up. We're gonna use, as I told you before, the Epic Boom Crash for the end, for the final climax. Let's try to include it to just push the final climax a little bit more. Again, this was not the best take. Let's do it again. This was better. We're gonna rearrange again something here in between later. Like I did before, when the tripled crash notes coming in, we're gonna take everything out. And I think it's this part here. You see, it's a lot about arranging your stuff, so it still sounds fresh and new to the audience, and you don't got all the time copy paste in here. Let's check that back again. I take everything out, excluding the triples from the crash kit at this part, to simply give it a new nuance here, and to take the tension out for maybe it's a second before we dig then deeper into the final climax, okay? So we got some place to let the final climax breathe. Let's check that again, and I take in again the hits here. Nice, really like it. I like the step downs and breaks and going up and going down in a trailer, you know. Makes everything much more interesting. And because this is too boring, we're gonna double the crashes here. Maybe we even gonna use later some kind of orchestral crashes, because that also fixed the really high EQ range in the track. Let's check that. Nice, like that. I like that. Okay, what we got now here? I don't want to play it back fully again, because otherwise it's really boring to you. What I can hear now is I need some Eduardo Tarilonte stuff. So I'm gonna add that here. Maybe to add some kind of Viking voices. You know what I mean? Some kind of grunting and chanting and bowling. Let's put in Dark Era. Has here really some nice voices. Vocal rhythms. Let's check that. Okay, I want to read it from RAM, because I got a lot of RAM going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's number 5. Sounds like someone is dying. But it sounds good later in the mix. In the middle part, let's check that maybe. That sounds like a drunken Viking. Let's look for some kind of yeah, it sounds like it really sounds like a drunk Viking to me. Let's check that. Okay, Untitled Han. Okay. He's telling us a story, I think. Yeah, sounds dangerous. Oh, in a kind of funny way to me. Let's use some throat singing. Nice. This could work. I'm pretty sure you would say now that sounds too loud, and it sounds like someone is crazy. It's like maybe he needs a toilet minute or something. But I show you now something. Let's quantize it properly. And we're simply gonna put it back in the mix because it's much too loud, and we're gonna put a really big reverb on it, and it's gonna throat singing, a nice ambience on it. Okay, I just let it play back really loud, and then I'll show you how I mixed it. Okay, I just need to I see, put it on output number 5, I think so. Check again. But I just booted it now. Yeah, shamanic. It's called throat singing. We got it now in a single output here. We take it back and put some nice reverb on it for really long, spacey, eventide reverbs like Black Hole. I use 100 shimmer and turned it up. A room a little bit smaller, and it fixed it again. You will see. You hear? It's now much better than before. It's a kind of ambience. Let's check that from the beginning again, how it's sounding. Everything is happy in Viking land. No danger, no fear. No Godzilla yet. And now he's coming. Germanic Vikings are coming right now. This is the part where we can get some Viking shouts, like ooh, ah, that kind of stuff. But we're gonna program that realistic. And let's see, we got shouts here on number 6, 5, rooted to number 6. Let's see how those are sounding. Yeah, I think that should work. Let's check that. Again, it's a little bit too loud, but we're gonna level that again in the mix a little bit more in the background with some kind of reverb ambience. Okay, so it's not so clear to hear in the mix, but it's creating a new nuance again in the track. Okay, so let's play that back. See, it's not anymore pretty loud in the mix. Just let it play alone. Now let's play it in the mix. Okay, sounds good so far. So we got some kind of Viking stuff here going on. And I'm pretty sure we want to push the final climax with that. So I take the throat singing here in again in the final climax. And maybe again in the end part. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna fix that maybe later. Okay. So let's dig more into the final climax. And then we go into tonal stuff like preamps, pings, and that kind of stuff to fill it in. Maybe into some fiddle, wicking fiddle. I would say we got enough drumming going on in the moment, so maybe let's look for a kind of theme we can invent here. Like maybe, I would say again, something wicking like. So, new layer. Something, I found here something like a fiddle in the background. Strings, bowed strings. Key switches, we don't need it. Key switched right now. Tagella harp, no. Utrecht lute, also not. Then maybe let's look into ever medieval legends. Bowed. Idule, urdi gurdi. Sounds not bad. Always kingdom. Yeah, I think it's medieval stuff. So let's look for the fidul. How this is sounding. Fidul. We're gonna mix that on output number 7. And we got it here. Okay, let's check that. Hey Mr. Morris, how's it going? We do some wicking stuff here, so it seems like it's ending really in a kind of wicking trailer drum track. Let's call that fiddle. Let's just play a little bit to check what kind of theme we could invent here. Let's look for key switches, if we got some here. Mixer. And I can tell you, when we mix that later with Brahms, that will sound huge. And I got a feeling like maybe we do today some kind of Tudor stuff and Wickings mixed. It's in the same age, so let's check, maybe we can put something in of that, okay? Maybe it's not sounding good, but maybe it is. Let's check. It's now a little bit thematic. But I still like it. I don't get a feeling it's not fitting. It's just turning the track in something different, okay? We try to invent now something like a melodic part here, but let's keep it in for the moment and check how it's sounding later. Maybe I put it even a little bit more in the mix. Works pretty nice. Okay, let's keep that in. And let's see where this is us bringing at the end. Okay. Not sure yet if we keep that in, but let's see. What do you mean? Does it fit? Do you get a feeling that fits in the track? Or is it too thematic maybe? Okay, we got now something like a theme. Let's just put everything again to the same size with set. So each channel has the same size, and we're gonna use now tonal stuff. So what we need again, all the time maybe, are preamps. I know the most people say, oh, preamps are so boring. Yeah, they are not invented by Hans Zimmer, we all know it right now, but it's working. And why shouldn't we use something that's not fitting into the track? So we are doing something in C minor. Let's check something for C minor preamps. I use most of the time stuff from sample tracks and stuff I did by my own. Nice. That's from Acer X. Let's use that. Oh, that's really on a high level. So we called it preamp Acer X. Are you still there in the chat? Someone here? Or are you all sleeping right now? In Germany we got 20 minutes before midnight. Almost sleeping time. Let's check how the preamp is sounding. Maybe it's too fat. Yeah, I mean, listen to that back with preamp and without preamp. Say me what's better. Sounds like cold soup. Now let's do it with a preamp. Hey Kartik. Still awake? Yeah, Mario, me too. Me too. But maybe I need some coffee or Red Bull in the future. take the fiddle and the final clean mix out because we don't need it at this part. But we need a preamp. So we got some basic preamps in here, and that's it. We need it for there. Now we're gonna go and look maybe for some alarm kind of stuff, or maybe synth benders. I think we could use here some kind of piano ping. Let's check that. We don't need really some alarms going on here. Let's just look maybe for piano ping with a long reverb on it. And for that I used the Gentleman. Should work. On channel number 6. Check if we get a tone. We get it. 80 ton. All good here, but it's just a little bit hot in this room slowly. And I don't got any proper AC cooling, you know. Let's check that. Piano ping. Let's go a little bit bigger on the whoop size. Yeah, that's nice. Let's maybe look for some high piano pings in there. I think we're gonna layer that with the preamps. That's fitting. See, it was just piano pings right now, but it's working. And again, if this kind of stuff is working in a track, why shouldn't you use that? Okay, I mean, preamps and piano pings are simple standard things in a trailer track you can use easily without any stress. You don't need to program any big. And so we're gonna use it here. but maybe we do it a little bit louder. It's just for the ambience in the background, okay? Titan is writing. Yeah, pretty hot here, but we can make that. That's not a problem. Thank you. You would make music, but you are pretty terrible at it, okay? I mean, it's just practicing, you know? We all were worse at the beginning. And now maybe we have some kind of experience. So it's easier for us today because we wrote so many tracks. But let's check again how the piano pinks are sounding in a track. It's on number 6, so we got piano pinks here. I'm from Germany, and you? Again. Let's start a bit louder. Then change the reverb to black hole. I want to have it again here on this part. You see, I'm filling now thematic gaps. So we don't got any tones here playing in the background. Melodic tones, so I'm gonna fill that in with piano pinks. Not fitting. Okay, again from the beginning. Colorado. Oh, USA. Great having you here. Are you in a lockdown right now? I expect so. We don't need it at that place. That's a little bit too much piano here going on, so I'll take them out. Let's play again back. My accent is quite interesting. I wouldn't expect you to be German from the accent. What would you expect? I would be maybe Dutch or something. I'm not sure. I just have a really horrible German Dinglish accent. And it's almost impossible to get it away. Is asking, yeah, I wrote that song Ascension Fear in 2016, I think, for position music. That's a long time ago, but I know a lot of people on YouTube dig that track. It's featured in so many YouTube stuff, Ascension Fear, and that tracks from position music I did in 2016. I sound Swedish. Oh, that's then kind of a compliment to me. Because Swedish England sounds, how can I say it? For me, as a German, it sounds nice. But the German language in English is so horrible. It's like Sauerkraut, Kartoffelkraut, und keine Ahnung was. You hear it's pretty harsh, so yeah. Let's check again the track. Otherwise, I'm losing myself in conversations right now. But I think, yeah, we got some tonal stuff here going on right now. We got grams. And just let's order that in a folder here. So we got tonal stuff all in a folder called tonal FX. So we simply can rearrange that later easier. the track to full. He said, yeah, gonna repeat it later. I got a pretty nice idea to put a voice in here. So, yeah, the Titan says, anything in German sounds like you're angry. Yeah, it's almost like it. I want all of your milk. In German it's called Ich will all deine Milch. Sofort. Gib mir die Milch. Sofort. Yeah. We Germans are all the time angry. No, it's just funny. Ich will all deine Milch, yeah. So let's put in some female voice that would fit to Vikings. And I would say it's something at ADR called Laurie and House. Okay. Let's put in the voice here. I got Laurie here. And the patch is called Balkan. And I really love it because it's something in between the notes. You cannot simulate with MIDI programming usually. Yeah, I like that. We put it in. So, die Titan. Ich will all deine Milch. You hear it right now. It sounds like starting a war. Still, it's still the same. Let's put in a bigger reverb, the black hole again here. Check again how it's sounding. Like the combination. Yeah, maybe it takes some power away in the third act, but I think we're gonna check that a little bit later. I also think maybe we don't need so much tonal stuff going on, you know. Maybe we're gonna simply replace the piano with the voice then, because the voice is a really, really powerful instrument. And let's see. But usually I'm gonna use the piano just as an ambience background tone, you know. No one should really hear at the end that this is a piano. It should fill sounding the gaps, you know, that we got something tonal in the background going on, but you shouldn't hear it's piano. Maybe we're gonna stem it out and take it a little bit back then. It's a kind of taste, yeah. Maybe you could be right. Titan is asking, do I play any games? I played a lot of Battlefield, what means a lot, maybe 3 hours. Before that, I finished one game, which was the latest Uncharted one. Okay, let's check how the voice is sounding here. I take out here the piano melody. That's too much. A little bit. Let's just go with voices. Much, much better. I still like the piano ping at the end. This dum 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 dum. That's working really good. But playing melodies with the piano in the track, I think that doesn't fit here. Let's just mix that voice a little bit better in. Check again. Maybe we just go here with a lower voice, with the Balkan style singing. Yeah, definitely. And I don't like this accent here. Maybe we put here the downer. Oh, we got it downer already. Let's check again. okay, what kind of drums are playing here. Yeah, I think it's too much boom kit going on here. We just take out boom kit here and move it a little bit to that side, and the voice has not enough reverb on it. So I want to make it really reverby, to have it like an ambient sound in the background. Much better. We don't need yet here crashes, that's too much. So again, we take a little bit out here. And I think it's time to add some alarm sounds maybe into it. We get a little bit more difference in between. And I would say we try maybe some Dark Zero stuff. Let's check that. Let's check where I got. Let's go into leads maybe. Let's check where I got the synths here. I got it here, and Dark Zebra is here. That's not a good patch.
You know the Blade soundtrack? How beefy is this, please?
Really like it. It's called Angelus, and it's simulating that CS80, I think, but it's not fitting
into this track.
This could fit.
We bend it up.
Let's check how it's sounding in a mix.
No.
Yeah, it sounds like Terminator. Yeah, I think this patch was even used on a CS80 on a Terminator, but we don't want to have it a Terminator soundtrack. Let's check something. Yeah, maybe we don't try to do that with a synth. We use some already prep pings or alarm sounds. Let's check that. I got some in my folder. ONFX alarms. Let's check some. I think you cannot hear them yet. Titan, I got no clue yet. What would be the name for this? I think. Okay, I found an alarm sound. Just let's play it back solo. This could fit in it. Let's check that. But I need to mix it properly, better into the track then. Call it alarm. Oh, I'm 37. Almost an old composer. And I want to have the alarm sound playing the high range, so I pushed that a little bit. So a little bit is good, around 6 dB. Let's check how it's sounding in the mix. No. let's pitch that into the right key. We do that with Lil Alter Boy. Alter, na? Alter Junge. Little Alter Boy. Here we got it. Let's check the tone. Maybe this could work. I'm not sure yet, but maybe we just used it for the final climax then. But it's too harsh for my taste. So I again put it in the background with some ambience reverb. You're putting Beethoven out of business. No, I don't hope so. Okay, just let's listen back again to the full track to get a feeling for what's missing, what we could push maybe, and to get a proper structure again. And we don't lust ourselves in just putting tonal stuff in. You know, it's not all about putting more stuff in all the time. Sometimes it's just about rearranging and taking stuff out to make it simply bigger. It sounds weird, but it's really sometimes making things less to keep it sound bigger then, okay? The mic I'm using, it's a really old Behringer B1. And usually it's a horrible mic because it has a really roomy ambience, but I have some, I think, 4 different filters on it, like noise gate and everything else to just let it sound a little bit better as it is, okay? Otherwise you would hear the room ambience here of the full room and it sounds horrible then. Let's check that again. Listen with Wiking chanting here, how it sounded. Yeah, I like the track so far, at the beginning, middle, and this part, but we need to push anyhow the final climax with something bigger then, okay? Maybe we invent some kind of staccato line here or something. I just got a new plugin called Symphonic Motions from Spitfire. Maybe it fits in here. I know that Trevor Mobbus is using a lot of Spitfire stuff, and it's a kind of a wicking track. Maybe it fits. Titan was asking, yes, Amazon delivers where I am here in Germany. Pretty good. I even can deliver stuff to the US. I did it a lot of times. And the Behringer B1 is, I think, something around $120, maybe 100 euro, kind of like, okay. It's not much. So it's pretty cheap and really, really good for a microphone for stream. I mean, it doesn't have the best quality, but yeah. Let's dig now to Spitfire Motion. Oh, I see. It's not the contact folder. It's an own instrument. Also, Spitfire changed that to something own, which I really don't like, but let's see how this is working. Yeah, that's working. That maybe fits into the track. Not fits into the track, okay? Some faster stuff. Should work. Let's put it in and mix it better into the track. You recommend some smaller speaker? I mean, I got Neumann speakers here, and they were pretty expensive, but it's all about mixing them, you know. It's not like usual speakers. It's for professional mixing. Here. Let's take it out and let's program those staccato string. But I would say let's save that. Okay, I need to save it in between, otherwise it's lost. Let's put in some own staccato strings. I use some from performance samples called Fluid Shorts. They are perfect. Okay, takes a little bit to load. I just need to batch save that one time. So it doesn't take ages to load. I mean, I got an 18 core PC, but it still takes some time to load it. Okay, that's sometimes really horrible. So Titan, do you got those speakers for $30 US? What's the brand? So let's check that. I need to mix that a little bit louder, because otherwise it gets lost. Final climax. Okay. Check. Okay, I need to click. it's fitting, but I just played it half as fast as I want to have them because I'm gonna fix it now in the MIDI. So no. What's that? Okay. Okay, I erased it. That's not funny. Okay, got it back. Thank you to Cubase. Just thought it's away now forever. You know, I need to record it again. Okay. Let's check it just here for the final climax. And then make them, these are all 8 notes. And I'm gonna play them 16 notes. Let's check how this is sounding. Yeah, this should work. Play it in the full mix and mix it a little bit better. Oh, T10, I cannot see any link I see right now. Because YouTube is blocking that. Short strings. Let's check that. I think that's working. And it works. Perfect. Play it back again. We don't want to have it here in the gap in this part. We just want to play the drums here alone part without any kind of strings. Nice. And I think we can push that here with some really deep brass. And I'll show you my go-to brass setup. It's called Metropolis Arc. And I call that setup Monster Brass. And I'll show you what I do right now. I just layer 3 different patches together. And it's called, let's look for Arc. So let's check that. We take Cubase as substance on channel number 9. And we take on the same channel trombones. And we take on the same channel some horns. And so we get some really nice sounding monster brass. And it's really my go-to monster brass setting. So we just need to mix a little bit strings, monster brass. And I think this should fix it. Take a big reverb here. And let's see how it's sounding. I mean, it's not as good as Chunky XL Plus from Orchestral Tools, but it's not bad. Let's check that. Just listen to that patch. How beefy is that? I'm really wondering that they didn't patch like this on Metropolis Arc by themselves. I just had to figure it out by myself. So let's check where to put in. Nice. And let's quantize that again. I'm still gonna layer another one on it, a higher one. I think that's a Cubase. Okay, not sure. Let's check that. Yeah, that's epic. I would say that's pretty nice. I like it. It's just too loud. Let's glue that together and check. I think we've faced some. Maybe we played some notes doubled. Check something. No, we didn't. Okay. Now let's just put it in properly into the mix. It's just too loud here. We're gonna mix the brass on the right side. Almost right. And the short strings almost left. Let's check that. Nice. I really like it. Let's finish that one now from the mix. I hope you already found some good informations from that stream. And let's check right now where we got the FX going on here. Okay, we got some MIDI stuff here. Don't need. Where we got the fiddle. Got the fiddle here. Let's put it up again and rearrange. To the right folder. Love it. Okay, let's check that now on the full mix, okay? And then we do some proper mixing and I'll show you my go-to secret plugin on the master bus. Are you still awake, people? I cannot see someone on the chat, but I see some around 10 people online, or 11. Now I got 11. Are you still there? Or are you sleeping? Let's check the track again. Yeah. fine tweaking right now.
The perk's keeping you awake for good. Yeah, me too. My ears are almost bleeding. I'm not used to mix with headphones, but I hope
the mix sounds good. Let's check again the final climax a little bit, because we can take out a little bit more here from the mix. I like the throat singing, and I would take that back again to the end here. Where we got throat singing, you see I cannot find anything again in my own arrangement. So let's take it in here. See how it's sounding at the end? Not alone. Nice. Really happy the mix is sounding good, because I really hated to mix with headphones, and I didn't figure it out yet how to mix with monitors right now while streaming and having the microphone on. I think it exists some kind of microphones that doesn't record here but in front of the mic, but they don't record the monitors, you know, behind the microphone. So that would be perfect. I need to find out how it's working. Let's check again the mix. We got a loudness of, you cannot see it right now, but a loudness of -10. That's good. We can't even, but I'll show you now something. Let's play the part back. And then I simply take in my favorite plugin here, Overall Exciter, and beefy mix how different that sounds. Okay, let's play that. Without. With. You hear that? This plugin is making everything beefier. It's making it even a little bit louder. It's a kind of compressor and exciter in there. But let's play it back without. And now let's take it in. Yeah, very exact. It's really like magic, like this OTT plugin. I think it's making some kind of compression and exciting, you know, an exciter. It's an exciter that puts tonal frequencies that are not yet there. Okay, so let's play back the track. I really like it right now. I mean, it's not yet a perfect trailer track, but it would fit already really, really good in television, I would say, for promos or something like maybe Irish integration, Viking kind of stuff. And yeah, just let's play back and let's check what you mean and what I mean. I check it right now with my monitors and take off my headphones and the microphone for a minute just to check it how it's sounding. So I can hear it better, okay? The microphone is just for a few minutes right now off. Just got an idea here just to make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I need to say, I really, really liked it. It would fit perfectly into some kind of TV drumming track trailer-ish, you know. It's not yet AAA. We had to work a lot on the stuff to make it AAA. But I'm not used to mixing with headphones, so maybe we do that in another session. Hey Martin, how you doing? Yeah, nice drumming. You are the master in drumming, so I'm just blamed for that. So yeah. let's just move a little bit. You see, it wasn't so complicated to make it. We just built right now an easy track in 2.5 hours. How long are we streaming? Yeah, 2:30. We're streaming right now. It was just a little bit about layering and giving each drum instrument a kind of panning and some kind of place to breathe in the room. So I took some frequencies from some drums higher in the range, higher up, and I just treated drums like a normal instrument, you know, like maybe a piano, maybe some kind of guitar, to have low tones, mid tones, high tones, to have all tones in the EQ range and to fill up the EQ range. And I just have put in some usual trailer hits combined with trailer risers and downers to give it a kind of trailer arrangement then, okay? And we just have put it into that kind of trailer arrangement with intro, middle part, and end part, and we separated those parts from each other with downers and risers. And basically that's all. It's not magic, as you can. It's not so complicated. If you have done that a few times, like maybe Martin Hasseldam, he's that doing every week 20 times. So yeah, guys, I hope you had fun. And if you got some questions, I would stay 5 minutes still here in the chat. So just ask me if you got some kind of question, I'm gonna answer them. Okay? Just let me know. Man, guys, it is so hot here. 11 square meters and no cooling stuff here. I mean, we got summer, but it's pretty summerish right here. It's like a jungle, some kind of. So people, it seems like no one has questions anymore. Everybody is sleeping right now. So I hope you had fun. I hope this tutorial was useful for you. If you got ideas what I can do better the next time with the next stream, just write me a message, write me an email to info@michaelmusic.de. I see a question is popping in. Kartik is asking, do you typically bounce them as waves for mixing or mix on MIDI? No, I bounce the stems into waves. So I don't bounce every single channel. I can show it to you. I don't bounce every single channel. I just got folders here already. You see, prepped. Like, let's say, like this. And then I stem the ethnic drum solo as one. I stem the FX as one wave file. I stem the hits as one wave file. And the tonal stuff here I stem solo. And then I import them into a new project. And then I mix with the stems again. Okay? Maybe I push a little bit of the strings and lower a little bit of the drums. And sometimes I rearrange everything. But I would do that in another session then to show how this is working. But it's not magic. But simply with wave files, you get more control out of your tracks instead of the MIDI stuff, you know. Even in wave files, you can see what is going on in the wave file. So it's much better to mix in wave stuff. Oh, your questions didn't come on time. Yeah, I see. I think it's the chat on YouTube. It has a huge delay. Yeah, but no problem. I got the question on YouTube, Kartik. But I think Twitch is a little bit faster because it takes some time till YouTube. Little forest lamp. Oh wow, what a tweet! I finally get to interact with the genius who composed the goodbye. Crazy. Thank you. Yeah, that's a long time ago when I composed the goodbye track.
Do you, Greg Hill is asking, do you low cut a lot of the paired drums later to keep the low end clean for the main hits, or do you find it makes it sound too thin? It really depends. At least I really stem the low drums out as one stem here. So basically the low drums are the ethnic drums here. And then I check again in the mix how it's sounding, and it might be maybe it's a little too bassy then, the ethnic drums, and then I lower down the EQ on the bass frequencies, maybe around 3 or 4 dB, maximum minus 6 dB. But it makes sense to make that. But it depends how it's sounding at the end in the mastering. So I got my mastering plugins already on the master bus and got a proper mastering going on, and then I mix in the mastering because that's how the final result is sounding, you know. So I got all stems imported into a new project, got my mastering set up already on the master bus to proper loudness, and the EQ is working good. And then I EQ again the single stems to maybe put a little bit back of the low end from the drums to keep it clean. And maybe I push the high frequencies then again in the EQ and in the stems. But I do that in the stems. I don't do that in the final mix. I don't do that in the EQ on the master bus. I do that in the stems because it's much better to control. Makes sense? I hope so. But it's so easy to do, people. So basically I mix the final track in the stems then at the end. Still anyone got questions about mixing or maybe then the mastering at the end? I just wait for the questions because the stream has a delay of I think 15 seconds or something. You're welcome, Quack. I see you in August again. One of my pet ones. And just let me know what kind of topic you would like to see for the next stream. Then we can talk about this. I think maybe we talk then about some business stuff. Trailer area. Kartik is saying, would love to see how you mix your stems on our live stream. Yeah, we can do that in the next live stream. And then we do some kind of mixing and proper mastering. But I would do that without the headphones because it's I'm not used to mix and master on headphones. I need to feel the volume, you know, the beat and the bass, and I cannot feel that with my headphones. I can make a clean sounding mix on headphones, but I cannot feel it, and I need to feel it. So it would be with less comments maybe, but I still would comment on what is important to mix and master. The Titan is back. Holy, I don't get it. Okay, but the Titan, we are almost done. And thanks again for a little forest lamp for the flowers. Yeah, the Goodbye was one of my first tracks I composed, and this track was really successful. I need to say it was synced a lot of times. Yeah, Quackhill, I would say then we do it maybe. I'm on holidays from Sunday till Friday, so maybe we do a session next week Sunday. So it would be, let me check, 2nd of August. Maybe I show you then how I stemmed it out, everything, and show you the process, how I mix the stems and how I master them then, okay? But basically I do the mastering with ozone. So that's not magic again. It's just pushing it to a proper loudness and controlling a little bit the EQ. And again, I take the plugin here out. I take FX Hour Exciter here out and then put it in the mix with the stems again. So guys. Yeah. So maybe we do that on the 2nd of August. It would be the next week Sunday. Because Sunday is a day everyone is almost available. Okay?
Makes sense. So we still got 8 people on Cubase and 2 people on Twitch, and 1 is on Facebook. So any more questions? Where can you ask me questions again? Right now, here on the stream. I'm not always available. If you mean, maybe you can hit me some questions to my email, info@micromusic.de. But you just need to go to my Facebook channel, and there's some kind of a link to my homepage, www.micromusic.de, and there you can fill out a form to contact me over email. Or if you got any important questions, you can ask me right now. I'm still here. What is your thing on Twitch? I'm not sure what you mean. You mean why I stream on Twitch, or why I stream overall, or what? Can you please explain a little bit more? Thank you, Mario. I mean, it was the first time I did really a bigger stream right now, but I'm happy you find it useful and you find something for yourself, maybe for programming your stuff in the future. You know? But always happy to help you. Hey, Paul Bacon. Paul Bacon. Yeah, it's a tutorial. You can see that later again when it's online. The tutorial will be recorded as a usual video later on Twitch and on YouTube on a channel. And today we did some kind of Viking trailer track on this. So I can re-watch this again basically tomorrow evening, or maybe around lunchtime then on YouTube and Twitch.
What is your Twitch TV link? Just let me send it to you. You can see this. Yeah, the link is through. And I would do that again maybe next week, Sunday, 2nd of August then. You're welcome. I just tried to fix something. So if you got some questions, I'm still here. But then I'm gonna leave maybe the next 10 minutes. Andrew Skipper. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, you can watch tomorrow on YouTube and Twitch again then. It will be online. I just need to edit maybe a little bit. No worries about it. So basically it will be up right now when we end the stream, I think so. At least on Twitch. Okay? YouTube might be that I need to make it public to the people. Yeah, I think so. Next week, Sunday, 2nd of August. But I gonna announce that on Facebook, on YouTube and Twitch again. But at the moment we got plans for do that next week Sunday then. So again, it might be next week Sunday, 2nd of August. Yeah, Titan, you can also reach out to me over email. Just drop me an email with your questions. I might answer them. I'm on holidays next week, but maybe I find some time to answer them to you. That's not a problem. Or simply write me on YouTube. That's not a thing, okay? Works great. Yeah, I think Twitch is a little bit faster. I think we got a huge delay on YouTube. Only. Samuel Kuhlermann. Yeah, I know who you are. I see you have a ring on your right hand, on your finger. Yeah, I'm married since 7 years. Extremely happy. Let me guess, you are Samuel Kullermann from Facebook, yeah? That guy from Düsseldorf, yeah? That area, or from Aachen, yeah? Friend of Dominic Rieken. Oh, no, not really. Okay, no problem. I thought you are that one from there. A random dude, okay. Why not? Okay, people, I hope this was again really helpful for you today. We try to do a stream again next week on Sunday, 2nd of August. Again, maybe in the evening, 10 p.m. Central Europe time, which will be, let me count, 1 p.m. Pacific daytime, so LA time, basically. And maybe we're gonna do next stream a proper tutorial on how to mix that with stems and how to master that then, okay? You're welcome, Sam Coleman. Nice back name, by the way. Pretty German one, yeah. Okay. Was really great to see you. Again, I'm working on still on proper lighting here in the room. But I try to get those Elgato key lights, and it's almost impossible to get them. They're all sold out everywhere. And so, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. And have all a great day, a good night. And the people in Europe are almost falling in sleep right now, like I am. And I hope it was helpful for you and hope to see you back next time. You can reach me on my Twitch account or YouTube. Just look into the informations on Twitch. It's on my account, like maybe contact, email form or homepage, or you can get me over Facebook and YouTube. It's the same on YouTube. There are links to my Patreon site for personal coaching, for music coaching. So we do one-to-one coaching sessions like we did it right now here in the live stream, but just personally, one-on-one together, not all the public people on that. So just look for Michael Maas on Patreon. You can Google that for YouTube, for Facebook and Instagram. It's everywhere Michael Maas 83rd, I think. But you get all the informations on YouTube, on the dashboard again, and on Twitch, on the dashboard again, and on Facebook. And you should be able to find me. So have a nice evening, guys, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. And thank you for turning in.